What's going on, brothers? It's L.O.M. telling you the name. Got another video for you. It's entitled Ear of Consequences, Part 4. Here goes. So, it looks like the feminists and the ham beasts have been officially thrown to the back of the bus in regards to the Oppression Olympics. So, it looks like Corn Pop is twisting Title IX so that he can get these trans athletes and these men who identify as women back into women's sports. And guess who's angry about this? Guess who's angry? The feminists and all their henchmen. And to that, I gotta say it like this. They got what they wanted. This is what they wanted. This is what they promoted. This is what they pushed for. This is what they campaigned for 50 years. 50 long years. That's why I can't sympathize with them. I can't sympathize with them when they throw hissy fits on social media. I can't sympathize with them when they beat up a mannequin and then say, for all you guys who wanted a Maiden's Tale, you're going to get Wonder Woman instead. I said, yeah, that's not what's going to happen. That's not going to happen. Your Hunger Games fantasy, your Charlie's Angels fantasy, or Wonder Woman fantasy, that's not coming true. It's not going to happen. Now, for you brothers sitting on the fence, you brothers with eyes and ears to hear, if you think that this whole thing stops at trans athletes going into women's sports, you were dead wrong. Because they're going to take it a step further and start going after these spaces in politics that were traditionally held by women. It's already started in New York, and it's going to grow. That's right, it's going to grow. And these feminists and these bloated ham beasts and these psychotic malcontents have no one to blame but themselves for this. This is what they pushed for. And I know that because things are waxing worse and worse, their food is getting more expensive. A lot of them are getting evicted. Case in point, I saw a broke single mother with her daughter panhandling outside of a grocery store. And I went in and asked the security guard, I said, do you let them panhandle in front of the store like that? He said, I already told them to leave, but they're still there. Well, you better get used to seeing that, brothers. Because there's going to be a lot more of that in the near future. These same women who took all of their goodies and set-asides for granted, it's going to be snatched away from them. And about a lot of chameleons right now are trying to walk back feminism because they know that they're floating up shit creek without a paddle. They're saying, I'm old school. I want a traditional relationship. No, you don't get a traditional relationship because you made it your business to vilify and demonize men and boys for 50 fucking years. That is a long time. You voted for all of this madness. Y'all got what you wanted, and now you don't like it. You tilted the playing field, but now you don't like it. So now you're pretending feminism never happened. You're saying, fuck the studies, fuck the history. No. You don't get to say, fuck history. You see, history provides a window into the future. If you're doing this now, if these Trumps doing this now, imagine what they're going to do when things get back to normal. They're going to go overboard with the false accusations, and the vilification is going to be on steroids. I mean, you hear stories about Transformers going to 4th of July parades and going on killing sprees. Not too long after Roe v. Wade got overturned. Imagine what's going to happen in the future when more of these feminists start losing their lunch, their trinkets, and their set-asides to these trans athletes and men who identify as women. Imagine what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, let me give you a small glimpse into what could be a possible future. Over in Norway, there was a feminine who decided to lambast a man because a man who chose to sexually identify as a woman said that men can be lesbians. So she jumped down his throat. And the man who sexually identifies as a woman went to the police. And this feminist got arrested. And it looks like she's going to get charged with a hate crime. And if she gets charged with a hate crime, she can do 3 years in prison. That's over in Norway. Imagine if that hits home over here in the West. Use your imagination, brothers. I'm telling you, this is the end result of their 5-decade-long track record of vilifying and demonizing men and boys, killing their children, coming up with things like the Scum Manifesto, Briefholtz Law, and all of these chicken shit maneuvers to finesse and steal from men. These are the consequences. This is part of their judgment. And they can't blame us for it. They did this to themselves. It was all self-inflicted. It's like a sinner or an idolater who ends up getting sick and dying or falling to their death. And then they ask God, why did you kill me? And God says, I didn't kill you. You brought death upon you. You broke my laws. You kept being a complete asshole. You brought death upon you. And what you're seeing today with these feminists losing the Oppression Olympics, it's not too different. It's not very much difference from that. They're catching hell, and it's going to increase. Those consequences are not going away. They're here to stay. You reap what you sow, and what goes around comes around. These feminists and their henchmen are figuring it out right now. They're living it. It is what it is. This is L.O.M. McTowell. So got for you, brothers. Like the video, like share in the commentary for you to subscribe. If you want to donate this to my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's your G+ icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren. You know what's real. You know what you can go with on SYSPM. As for these feminists, these ham beasts, these ditch pigs, and all these psychotic malcontents who have a problem with what we say, how we say it, give them nothing. This has been McTowell PSA. More comes tight. See you soon.